Hello, this is Dr. Mike McKinney. I'm president of Promise Christian University, and we want to welcome you again in our television audience. And today we have a very special guest with us, Brother Leroy Fetter, and we're going to hear his story. I know that each time we meet on these programs, we do our very best to bring a very interesting guest and someone that has something that will be a blessing to you and informative. And we also like to bring historical stories to the program. And I know you're going to be in for a great story today with Brother Leroy. So we want to welcome Leroy Fetter to our program. God bless you, Brother Leroy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And our brother Ron here is a good friend of ours who suggested to us that Brother Leroy would be a marvelous guest, and I'm very, very sure he will be today. First of all, we want to thank you for your service to the country many years ago as a young man. And we would like to kind of get you telling us a little bit about yourself and and of course what you did in the Army. So how did this story, and I would like to also add today, historically, that Brother Leroy is one of the last of what they call the tunnel rats from the Vietnam War, Army units that had a very special assignment. But I'm going to let him tell you about that today. Welcome to the show. And Brother Leroy, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the Army and all that.
Okay. Well, I received this draft notice. I was living in the Bronx with my mother and two brothers living in South Bronx. That time was all Jewish neighborhood.
Yes.
Alder Street and Fail Street, back goes from Pier 75. And my notice came and says, greetings, you are now a member of the Master's Army. Looking at it, I said, really? You know, it said, please report to 39 Whitehall Street, Induction Center. Okay. Then they had Scotch taped to the letter, an MTA train token to get me down there.
Oh.
So I'm going, okay, you know. At that time, I was drinking Whitehall Scotch with a milk chaser and 2 ice cubes and smoking Camel cigarettes.
I see. I see.
I just cold turkey. I stopped.
Everything stopped.
Man, I was scared.
Oh, yes.
I said, now this really got me scared. I said, no, I just stopped drinking and smoking, man, just like that.
Wow.
Just like that. You know, so I went down, because Whitehall Street is downtown. We have all the banks down there.
I see. That's the area there.
Yeah, see. So, Induction Center, you know, it was like, okay, you come in, like a cattle barn, you know. You go over here, you got bend over, you know, and spread your cheeks and stuff. Everything.
Yeah.
But now, I was born with flat feet.
Okay.
So automatically, I should have been rejected.
Right.
But, you know, the system then was, if you're not of a certain color, you had to go.
I see.
See,
Okay.
that was reality then.
Mm-hmm.
See, so okay, so I'm on this side, which means that I'm gotta go someplace.
Yeah.
So from there, you know, I report to Port New Jersey for basic training. You know, 10 weeks. Man, it was hard.
I bet it was hard.
You know, because, you know, it's like, see, then we didn't have a lot of jobs, period. You know, period. Like teenagers, you know, fast cars, baseball, and
Oh, yeah.
pizza. And pizza.
Yeah, of course.
And that was it. But no drugs. Just pizza, fast cars, and baseball. So, you know, okay. Basic training, you know, we completed that. And the drill instructor comes out. I need 30 volunteers. You. Like that.
He made you volunteer.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
step this way.
Uh-huh.
Step this way. So that's how they did it.
I see.
You guys follow him.
Yeah.
Watch it all follow them, you know. And we in Fort District Church. It's a big place. You five over there. You five over there. Five over there. Man, what's going on? We didn't know. We were all separated until we met. Oh gosh, about a month, no, 2 months later. Fully armed, man.
They trained you
Fully
guys.
armed every night. We had to break down by memory that 45 caliber was called a cannon.
Yes.
It had a recoil, but man, that thing stop an elephant.
It had a kick to it, didn't
Kick, man, you know, you know.
it? Wow.
It was effective at a long distance, but had that kick.
Wow.
We were blindfolded. We had to put together, take it apart, blindfolded, and be timed at it, man. It's in the dark. That's our main weapon with that 45 caliber cannon.
It's the sidearm.
Man, you know, that's what we were supposed to use. And so we practiced always at night.
Always at night.
At night, man. We slept during the day and trained at night.
Wow.
To be tunnel rats.
You were being trained all the time by the Army to be, and selected especially to be a tunnel
But
rat.
we didn't know that.
You guys didn't know that
No,
at the
we
time.
didn't know that. You know, we were drafted. We were drafted. So, you know, we were newbies, man. I said, fresh meat. Fresh meat. Fresh meat. You know? We were fresh,
Young.
you know, drug free.
Yeah.
We can program them. So we were programmable.
Right.
And we were programmed to, man, oh boy.
I can imagine. You were programmed.
I'm laughing now. I'm laughing
It
now.
wasn't funny then. No. No.
You know, to observe, report, and destroy.
That was your assignment.
You know, the destroy thing came in as an extra. But mainly to observe, report, we had to destroy.
Right.
Right?
Right. Yes.
Half the time we had to destroy, man. We had to.
No choice. Yeah.
You know, what we found in them tunnels, man, was like unbelievable.
Now, were these tunnels built by the Viet Cong?
We didn't know, but they were there. We were on the Vietnam side of Mekong River.
Right. Right.
See, and our base camp was like 17 miles south of Vietnam, but on the South Khmer, but Vietnam side.
I see.
See, so we were always on the move. See, we had an assignment. We were programmed.
Wow.
You know, programmed like a robot, man. We were young. Out of high school,
Very strong, yeah.
no drugs,
Right.
you know, program, and we follow our program.
I'm sure you did.
Observe,
Yeah.
report, and destroy.
Mhm.
30 of us, man. 5 from New York,
Yes.
5 from Pennsylvania, 5 from Connecticut,
Yes.
5 from New Jersey, 5 from Puerto Rico, and 5 from Mexico, which was for citizenship. That was New Jersey,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, and Mexico. 30.
Wow. Great.
And
Well, you guys were highly
but
trained. too.
it's literally, the 5 from New York were all black, man. That was striking. I mean, that surprised me. You know, like, you know, normally, I mean, to this day I couldn't figure it out.
Mhm.
And then the guys in Mexico, they were there for citizenship.
Sure.
And of those 5, the Mendoza brothers, Juan and Julio Mendoza was our front and our rear.
Okay.
They were our eyes, man. That them guys were like, they were
You're
sharp.
They were related, but they're on the same.
They're brothers.
They're brothers in the same unit.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They were the other ones, other 2 that survived with me. Us 3.
My goodness.
You know,
How many of you actually survived at the end of the thing?
3. Julio Mendoza, Juan Mendoza, and myself. And then, like, we did bring in refugees that were women and kids.
I see. You had kind of rescued them, right?
Yeah, it's like we stumbled onto them. See, because like we were mainly tunnel rats, man.
That was your main assignment.
That was it.
That was it, yeah.
But you know, we at times we would stumble upon women and kids walking around this illusion,
Oh.
and they were shocked to see us, man, because you
all of a
know,
sudden here you come out of the tunnel there.
you know, it's like, see, we were a master at our craft. All we did. That's all we knew. So big tunnel rats.
But you were good at it. You guys became.
We were the best, man.
The best, yeah. Wow.
We were programmed.
Mhm.
Observe, report, and to destroy.
That was the assignment.
That's what we did. We found things, man. I'm telling you, it was like boxes of like paper, written not in English.
Right.
We found maps, not in English. We found journals, not in English. So we had to bring them in. But once we had it in our possession, we had to take it back.
Oh, I see. You had to.
We couldn't pass it to nobody,
You couldn't leave it there. You had to take it back.
but we couldn't give it to nobody else.
Mhm.
We had, whoever took it, man, found, we had, look, man, you gotta take it back. It was hand delivered back,
Imagine that.
not passed, no.
And delivered back.
So that meant that one was gone, left 29.
Would those maps that you discovered, would they have helped you?
We never knew.
Because it wasn't in English. You didn't know.
Well, you see, I mean,
Uh-huh.
first like these like boxes and stuff, we thought they were booby trapped.
Which it could have been.
So
Huh?
we were cautious.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why would they leave something? Period. You know, why?
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, we just, hey man, look, you know, like, hey, there's a box down in there. Man, pull me up. He pulled me up the
Not
safety
knowing
line,
if it was
man.
booby trapped or not.
You know, so look, there's a box down there, and, you know, it's like, sitting by itself. It could be booby trapped.
Sure, it could be a bomb. Yeah.
I said, well, look, it could be some information in there also.
Yeah.
See, so we said, look, go for broke. I mean, go for it.
Oh,
Go
you had to
for
go for it no
broke.
matter what. Huh? Yeah.
Well, back in your head first, man. First, hold this wide. This wide as a hole.
My goodness.
See, so we were small, real small.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 5'6", 105 pounds, maybe 110 pounds.
So you could fit through those.
Right in there, man.
So all the guys were smaller guys, right?
Yeah, at that time
On
they were
purpose,
small.
too.
Yeah, on purpose. Now, from what I've seen, you know, for the videos and stuff, them guys are big. Probably big as us, but that's not even real, man. See, because them tunnels over there were, see,
This is small.
Vietnam people are small.
They're small people themselves,
So-
yeah, to begin with.
From day one, they picked small people like us to be like them. Go in there, no problem.
They can
Because
get through.
As you get in there, it's like an ant city. You
Right.
come in small, man, it widens, man, you go tunnel here like a city.
Then you
on the
come up.
ground.
Then you come up all of a sudden to do whatever, right?
See, then sometimes we found rooms down there for the rice.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, like a storage room
Yeah.
for rice.
Yeah.
It'd be like this size small, this size big, man, as you come down.
Wow.
These were well-constructed tunnels. It took time to do something like that. They were
They
reinforced.
really worked at it, didn't they?
They had to. But you see, it's like there are a few times that it collapsed on us, man. It's like, it was scary. You know, like, man, pull me out of it. Pull me out of here, man.
How many feet underground were you think you guys
Well,
were?
I would say 15, 20 feet.
Whoa, that's a lot.
See, that was some of them.
Mhm.
The bigger tunnels that we discovered, we found a lot of paper, like boxes.
Yeah.
2 or 3 boxes of papers was not in English.
Yeah.
And we found what looked like maps. See, but we have always be cautious about booby traps.
You never know, right?
See, one time we found a booby trap, and the tunnel came down, man.
Wow.
But we had the 2 safety lines. See, and it came down behind me and 2 other guys.
Wow.
We be walking around. You know, it's like a city down there.
Mhm.
And you know,
That's amazing.
you know, I mean, these were well-engineered tunnels
Yes.
that looked like it took time. The walls were like, you know, flattened out and everything.
Oh yes, yes.
You know, and there were tables down there to eat, you know, and stuff, the desks. You know,
Everything was down
I
there.
mean, you know, it's like,
And you mentioned about the size of the rats. Tell our audience
Oh,
about
man.
that too. They were down there waiting
these
for you
rats,
guys.
man, were big as tomcats,
Oh,
without
my
the
Lord.
tail.
Oh goodness!
You
Wow.
know, because all they did was eat and poop. They would eat
That's all they did.
and poop
Yeah.
and multiply.
And then reproduce themselves,
and,
right?
Man, to put an odor,
Mhm.
you will never forget the odor of a rat.
Oh.
Horrible.
Man, these are real tunnel rats.
Mm.
I mean, that smell is like a skunk. You know, you can't get rid of
Can't
it.
get rid of it. Yeah.
You know,
Whoa.
and their eyes were like green, devil eyes, man.
Oh,
I'm crawling down this way,
yeah.
you know, the flashlight, or something. Woo! I'm going, oh, shit.
Goodness.
What a surprise!
I mean,
Very surprised.
I remember saying, oh shit, like that, you know.
Yeah.
This thing is staring at me, it wouldn't move.
Yeah.
Oh.
It didn't even blink.
Well, you were in this place. You were in this.
You know, I'm crawling this way.
Yeah.
This thing is sitting looking at me.
Yeah.
I'm blinking the flashlight. You know, blinking the flashlight. The thing didn't blink. But I said, oh
My gosh.
shit, you know,
He's
like
going to
that.
protect his territory.
So, bam, hit him, right?
Yeah.
Hit him again. Still didn't move.
He didn't move even
Nope.
after that.
No, man, listen.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's scary.
The thing was crawling towards me.
Oh no.
You know,
Dinner.
I mean, look, man, I'm thinking that, look, man, a 45 shell, man, knock out a cannon, knock out an elephant.
And he's
But this thing here, man,
He's looking at
I hit him twice. He still was moving towards me.
Oh.
I'm going, hey, man, get me out of here. Bail me out, pull me up. Pull me up. This thing is, as it put me up out of the tunnel, man, the thing came out and fell. It fell, but it was dead.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
It came out, man. They pulled me out, then boom.
Went down.
So that big,
Oh my goodness. Wow.
that big, without the tail now.
Oh, no.
You know, I mean, it's like,
What a shock. Did you
I
run
mean-
into any snakes or anything?
No.
You didn't run into
see what happened. When a snake went down there, man, the rats got to him.
Oh, I see.
He was dead dinner.
Yeah.
He was dead dinner.
that was lunchtime.
You know, it was like scary because we never knew what all the tunnels would be in there. Hopefully they would be empty.
Yeah.
But you know, but it's like, why would they leave stuff in there that we can use? You know, now this was 1963.
1960.
63, man.
Before the actual Vietnam War.
Right. See, the war was declared in 65.
Right.
We were there in March 63 to October 64.
Yeah. My gosh.
I was separated in November 64.
Would you say that you guys were kind of a secret operation at that time?
I found out later on that yeah, later on I found out.
Very different. Wow.
Because we were, we were,
Whoa.
see, it's like, what really, made me think about we're not coming back, man.
Oh,
when they
no.
told us that if you were apprehended by the enemy, okay, that's order number 3. Now the government will deny you exist. I said, oh, man, we ain't coming back.
Ah.
Wow.
We're not coming back.
So you thought that was it, right?
I mean, wherever we're going, man,
Oh.
we're not coming back.
Wow. Well, the Lord brought you back.
Man, it's like the assignments, man.
And you couldn't communicate with your family at home.
Nothing-
You weren't
nothing.
allowed to say anything.
No, they just, they was in Canada, man. Canada.
My gosh, sure you were in Vietnam.
It was like being in a different world. We were
Yeah.
all young guys, man. Those
Sure.
guys was like about 21.
Us young guys.
We were all programmable. See, we didn't drink or smoke. None of us did.
Wow.
See, so we were on a mission. Observe, report, and destroy.
Now, when you guys did, what kind of things did you end up destroying when you had to?
Okay, tunnels.
After you went through, then you guys
Yeah.
would destroy them.
Yeah. See, like to avoid using explosive, we had this thing called a freeze bomb. A freeze bomb was a little bigger than a hand grenade.
Okay.
See, when you pull the pin, the stuff that goes into let's see. Then they use it to supply diesel trucks.
Okay.
That would come out. It will freeze the whole interior at the weak point.
I see.
And as it froze, it expanded,
It expands. Oh.
and then everything would collapse.
Wow.
That caused the collapse.
See, there was no explosion outside.
So you guys ended up destroying a lot of tunnels too, besides.
Yeah, but it's like man, listen, I just want to go home, really. It's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
You didn't really want to be there, but
I mean, it's
once you
like,
did it,
I said, damn, man,
what?
when we gonna get out of here? But then who hell know where we at anyway?
Did you know your mom was praying for you the whole time and all that?
Yeah, because she said that it was the first time that we were separated for a long period of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's like no family, we were all like that. See, all 30 of us, man, we had to be family
Yeah.
to survive, man. But we knew that, that what our job was, man, observe, report, and destroy. So, when we see something, we reported, they said, do not engage.
Yeah.
Man, that's like 5 times a day. Do not engage.
Yeah. Because we weren't officially at war yet, right?
See, it's like we were ghosts.
Yeah. You were non-existent.
That was it.
Yeah.
We didn't even exist. We should not supposed to be there, period.
Right.
Really, I mean, this is what happened. I found out, hey man, you aware? No way.
Now, you would come up at times out of the cave, right?
Yeah.
At night and observe the enemy and what they're doing. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then report back
Yeah.
what the enemy's doing. Wow.
We would get so close, man,
They didn't even know
About-
you guys were there.
about 50 feet.
Well, you were really a
50
ghost.
feet.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
And they didn't see you guys.
no. See, it's like how my senses were so sharp, man.
Right? Yeah.
I could smell things at that time that I can know his smell. I can see things in the dark that I couldn't see normally.
Oh, yes, of course.
See, we were trained at night.
My goodness.
At night, man, and slept during the day. Why? We didn't know.
But
But
all that
all-
training worked, though. It paid off.
Man,
didn't it?
listen.
Yeah.
We at one time we were just hanging out, but we were like like in a group,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard something click. I heard something click.
Yeah.
They heard it also,
Hmm.
and we just froze.
Wow.
We were amongst trees and high brush. Enemy was about 30 feet away.
30 feet away. My God. That close.
We seen them, but they didn't see us.
They didn't see you.
No, man.
Was there a lot of them? A lot of VC when you saw
Well,
them?
we just call them enemy.
They were just known as the enemy.
Enemies.
at
That's
that
an
time.
enemy, man.
Okay.
There's about maybe 30 or 40 of them. They even camped. That night, man.
That night they camped out
And we observed them.
and then reported back.
But they said, look, do not,
Not
engage. Their famous words to us, do not
Okay.
engage.
So our group was just wanted to know where they were and what they were up to, right?
Yeah. And then to bring back stuff, that they could determine
Right.
their future plans. That was a maps. Look like they were maps
Yeah.
or some paper, but it's not in English.
Did you recognize, although it was not in English, but did you recognize where the maps were going?
No.
You couldn't quite
No.
tell what that was.
No.
I see.
See, that was not our function. Function was to bring stuff back.
Did you ever, after your assignment, did you go back to the camp with the other soldiers and like for having food and all that kind of? Did you go back at times to be in with?
No. We were out there all that time,
On your own.
away from everybody.
Oh my.
See, because that was our assignment. See, like I remember doing survival training.
Yes.
Survival training, we ate tree bark, maggots, worms, grass, anything that we can feed on,
Nice.
being in the jungle. One whole week, man.
Well, it was protein, right?
Well, it's let's know that look, man, that we can survive what's out there. Maggots, when you roast them, they're like marshmallows, man.
Really?
Yeah. See, they blow up like a marshmallow.
Lord have mercy.
This was protein, man. Maggots.
Protein, keep it going.
You
Yeah.
on a fire,
So you had to live off the elements, you guys.
Yeah. See, it's like we had to become part of our environment, period, just to survive.
You had
man.
to blend in with the environment.
We had to, man. Like one time we were up in a tree for a whole week. Part of our spiral training. Up in a tree for a week, man. Couldn't come down.
They just left you there, right?
But like going to the bathroom, we had improvised, man. Because
I can imagine.
you see, we had to think of situations where we not downstairs on the ground,
Yeah.
above the enemy. What would we do?
Yeah.
See, at Fort Dix, man,
They thought of all
they
those
took
things.
all this stuff,
Yeah. They were
especially
right.
to be night fighters.
Would you
Night
say that
fighters.
the training that you got actually saved your lives?
Yes, it did.
Wonderful.
You
It was
know,
the right thing.
It made me aware of what my environment is
Yeah.
and how to survive
Mhm.
as a group.
Right.
As a group.
Hmm. Now, kind of getting ahead a little bit, I want to say that I'm very glad you made it back. Out of your 30 guys, 3 of you survived as a tunnel rat. And I understand that you're the last living tunnel rat, is that right?
For my unit, yeah.
From your unit.
Yeah,
Well, God spared you.
yeah.
And then when you finally got home and were released, what was your mom's reaction when she saw you?
She cried, man.
She couldn't believe it,
No.
right?
Because she thought I was dead.
No.
See, because, you know, they didn't, for some reason, I still don't understand, why would it take 59 years to get my military papers? 59 years, why?
Mm-hmm.
What did we do over there that made us so
Right.
different that our documents, man, were hidden, man? They were
Everything was
hidden.
very secret, top secret stuff.
I mean, it's like,
You guys didn't exist, right?
no, we didn't exist, and still don't exist.
But the
You will
Army
never
knew.
see our names on no
Mhm.
walls,
Right.
no memorials, no nothing.
Mm.
30 guys.
One of the questions we have is, did the Army later recognize you guys? Later.
Never did, man.
Okay.
Never
And I
did.
understand that your records were lost for a while. Is that right?
59 years.
Now,
Yeah.
how did that happen? That all of a sudden they finally found them. What happened on that?
Wow. Okay. That's a miracle.
That I can imagine.
That's a miracle. These here.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
I want to present this to you
Oh, thank you,
and,
brother.
and Dr. Adele McKinney
Thank you,
and my
sir.
friend Ron.
Oh, yes, sir.
See, that's,
From the Department of Veterans Affairs.
yeah.
Military Service Data Screen. So they
Now, say the
finally.
date on that, man. The date, September 22nd, 2023.
Just that recent.
Last
My
year.
goodness, look at
59 years later.
59
Women in
years later.
62.
that. Wow.
Yeah, no, 63.
63. Yeah, and they finally found your discharge papers and everything. That you did exist.
Yeah.
You were a tunnel rat.
Yeah.
And you survived. That. But you know, there's a record in heaven too, Brother Leroy.
Yeah.
God knows what you did for the country, and as a young man serving the nation. God knows. And now they know now. They found your records.
Yeah.
I thank you. I'm going to treasure this. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah.
And would you say, Brother Leroy, that most of your life you've known about the Lord? You know?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So your faith played a big part in your survival. Would you say that?
A big part.
Okay, that's good for our audience to hear that today as a testimony.
Actually, it was my faith in God that came from my grandmother. She had a storefront church in the Bronx.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
They had a storefront church in the Bronx. And,
So your grandmother was a preacher too, right?
yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it was so, you know, it was so difficult because we had to get up at 5 o'clock Sunday morning. You know,
Grandma's going to
you
church.
know, to actually, you know,
Yeah.
get ready for church all day Sunday.
It's an all-day thing, yeah.
All day thing Sunday. Every Sunday, man, we had Sunday school. We had regular morning service,
I see.
and everybody cooked.
And you had lunch after.
We had dinner, lunch, and
Man,
dinner.
it must have been good.
Because see, they would prepare for Sunday, next day Monday. They start cooking food.
My gosh.
Man,
well prepared.
everybody cooked.
Wow.
Turkey, hams, collard greens.
Sounds wonderful.
You know, I mean, this is how it was done then. Every family came there with food, man.
Yes. Oh.
So we were
yeah.
prepared to do battle all day Sunday, all day thing.
Right. My gosh.
We had a lot of kids, you know, and
You guys were doing spiritual warfare even then.
yeah,
Isn't that amazing?
you know,
I'm glad to hear that your faith played an important part in your survival and in your whole life. And one of the things, too, before we close the program today, I'd like to ask you, how did you, I know you're one of our graduates at Promise Christian University. We're very proud that you're one of our graduates. But I wanted to, how'd you find out about our school and everything? What
Okay.
happened on that?
It was Dr. John T. Shin.
Yes, yes.
We live in the same building.
Oh, my.
Matter of fact, Janice is his neighbor.
Oh,
She's
okay.
his neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I'm glad to ask because I moved in the building in 2005.
Okay.
And from like 2010, Dr. Shem would always, talk to me.
Yeah.
Because I was involved
sure.
with I was involved with the tenant association before it was legally formed.
Wow.
So so he would always meet me, come in and out of the parking lot,
Yeah.
saying that, "But Leroy, God got plans for you." Oh
Well,
yeah,
that's
I
good.
yeah, right.
That's good,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. He always encouraged me with a verse. He had one already handwritten for me.
Oh,
So
good.
he said, "Look, Brother Leroy, here's something for you."
A verse for the day and all that.
Yeah.
So he told
Always
you
was
about
John
this.
3:16.
So he told you about promise then.
John 3:16 verse. He gave it to me. He said, "Look now," he says, "this school that I'm trying to get together students. It's in West Covina. He said, it's a private white school." I said, "Oh man,
Oh,
white college." I said, "I'm too old. Never too old."
you're still a young man, Brother Leroy.
I said, "Dr. Shin, I'm 74 years old." He said, "So what?"
So what?
He said, "So what?"
That's, well, amen.
So,
Okay.
so I began preparation with him.
Yes.
He would we'd meet down in the lunchroom
Yeah.
on Fridays.
Okay.
He would give me verses to read
Well, that's good.
and assignments. He said, "Look," he says, "you must prepare well. You must prepare well, start well, prepare well, and finish well." He says, "That's how you are successful with these consistent habits." So I have my notebook, writing down things, preparing, follow through, and finish well.
Wow.
So finally, Dr. Shin, he said, "Look, man, we got to go." And I remember the first class, man, I was so jacked. I was excited, man.
I remember
I was,
that. You're ex-
I was so excited just to be here.
You were one of our older students, and
Shh, that's so loud.
I know. But you know what? It's never too late, Brother Leroy.
I mean,
Never too late.
I enjoyed coming, man. It's
Oh,
like,
we enjoyed having you.
I look forward to Saturdays, man. It's like, to me, it's like a country club, man. I mean, just the scenery coming up here,
Yeah.
no graffiti,
Right.
no bad smells, and then our lunch
Right.
break, we seen birds out there, and there was an eagle, remember? No,
It was
hawk.
an eagle or
A
something.
hawk, yeah.
A hawk.
We
a
used to
real
see.
hawk.
There used to be a hawk over
Yeah.
here. I remember that. Yeah.
And it was a fellowship that we had amongst the group, man. The core group that lasted was
Yeah.
Ron, his son, me, and somebody else.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. I
But,
can't remember.
but we were the main foundation
You
that
guys were the
benefited.
main students at that
And
class.
I had so much fun, man.
And you did very well, and you graduated from Promise with an associate degree.
Yes,
that's-
yes.
For a young man, that's marvelous.
I was, I was so shocked because my church did something that was strange.
And you did very well. You did very well in school.
I was just happy
Yeah.
to be here, period.
Yes.
And
Amen.
to, like I said, observe and report, but not destroy.
Not just
I
No,
mean,
actually, you
it was-
were a blessing because you
Preparing
started.
well.
Yes, and you told a lot of people about Promise Christian University, and we appreciate that.
I really still feel that this bridge that I needed to go forward
Yeah.
started here.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Here my eyes were open,
Yeah.
wide open,
Mm,
to see the true gospel, man.
right.
The full 360 gospel.
I'm glad. Praise
Not
the Lord.
90 degrees, but the full 360 gospel of God.
The whole
Right
thing,
there.
right there,
man.
right there. I'm glad you feel that way. That's what's our goal at Promise Christian University, to train others, to develop them in the right way, the right training, survival training, but not only that, victory training. We want to thank Brother Leroy today, and I want to thank you for being on the program. Brother Ron, thank you for bringing, recommending our brother.
My pleasure.
Yeah, Brother Ron's one of our elders at our, today he wanted the Brother Leroy story told. So I thank God for that. But we again want to thank you for your service to the country.
I have something.
And yes, sir, please go ahead.
Add.
Yes, sir.
If I can help in any way, I made a promise to God. Since January the 8th, man, we gave me my life back.
Yeah.
I would do it one day at a time. If I can help, promise me to do better to you forward, man. Count on me to do it.
Oh, thank you very much, brother. Thank you. That's
I
a
thank
wonderful.
you so
I love
much.
it. I love it. So today we want to thank Brother Leroy Fetter, who was of his particular unit of tunnel rats. He's the last surviving tunnel rat out of 30. The 3 guys made it back, and now he's the only one left out of that particular unit. And we really appreciate the patriotism for the nation and their love for God. These guys are just outstanding, and I'm proud to know them and glad to be a part with them here today. We hope that you've enjoyed our program this morning, and we're going to pray for you right now that are viewing, that this story has touched your life. Father, we pray for our brother Leroy today. We thank you for his precious life. Thank you for sparing him, bringing him back into our society safely, that you protected him. Your hand of mercy was upon him the whole time. And now today he's serving you, and we're thankful that he was a graduate of Promise Christian University, and we just appreciate his friendship and his love for you. So anyway, God bless you. Until the next time, God bless you guys and all of you here today. Very good.
Pleasure to bring Brother Leroy here to be interviewed, and his story is quite intriguing for me. I was also in Vietnam, and I kind of could relate to some of the things he was doing there. The rats, I was able to see the rats over there, and the centipedes were about as big as the rats.
Oh my gosh.
And anyway, the whole experience was played a big part in my life as well, because I was a draftee as well, and I was there, and I felt completely inadequate to be there when I first went, because I thought I was asleep and training and all that, not really paying attention enough at the time. But anyway, I got through it. The Lord brought me through.
Yes.
And it was the Lord. I know that, and I know that He's been with me all my life. And as Brother Leroy was saying, that's really what brings us through, our faith.
Yes.
And God has been so gracious to bless us with coming to Promise Christian University and sharing, studying together, have fellowship and so forth. So I'm thankful, and I hope everyone else can have an opportunity such as we've had. Thank you.